In our top story at 10, former President Donald Trump campaigning in the Quad Cities. Trump's plane landing at the Quad Cities International Airport this afternoon. He was greeted by about a dozen supporters. That's when we got to talk to him. He talked about his support of Midwest farmers, the economic challenges facing the nation, and how he feels he'll do against other Republican candidates in the primary.
Well, we have a much bigger crowd, and I think we have much better poll numbers, as you probably see, much better. And they love me in Iowa, and I love them. And I hear nationwide we're doing very well in the polls, so we're beating everybody.
And the former president speaking to hundreds of supporters at the Adler Theater in Davenport. News 8's Jonathan Fong shows us how Trump's fans are looking forward to his vision for America. It's our continuing coverage tonight.
Please help give him a warm welcome to President Donald J. Trump.
Former President Donald Trump making a second run for the White House.
And I will end Joe Biden's inflation nightmare and quickly rebuild the greatest economy.
Speaking in Davenport, Trump covered a wide range of topics, but focused on issues close to the Iowan farming community.
Joe Biden is trying to totally kill Iowa ethanol. By contrast, I fought for Iowa ethanol like no president in history.
Trump also talked about his competition.
Now, Ron DeSantis strongly opposed ethanol. Do you know that? And we don't even know who won. Within hours of my inauguration, I will cancel every Biden policy that's brutalizing us.
And promises for the future.
And just as you're doing right here in Iowa, we will keep men out of women's sports. I am the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent World War III because I really believe
He also wants broad changes for education.
the long-term goal, but now it's a short-term goal of breaking up the Federal Department of Education and redistricting its functions to the states.
But what do the hundreds of fans think of his vision?
He's done more for this country than any president I've ever known. I mean, he's fantastic.
His plan of turning around the woke system and getting rid of all that, absolutely, it's fantastic.
To be the president, I think he should get nominated. Yep.
And would they vote for anyone else?
Trump all the way. Trump all the way.
Trump all the way.
Trump all the way.
Absolutely.
The support here in Iowa remaining strong for a former president aiming for another shot at the Oval Office.
And we will make America great again.
Trump's visit comes just after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis stopped by the Quad Cities on Friday. Trump's visit to town has brought out those from both sides. Protesters stood across the street from the Adler opposing the former president. The small crowd held signs and bantered with those waiting in line for Trump. One protester who considers herself a Republican says she refuses to vote for him again.
I don't like the trend that he has led for disrespect and, the mob rule mentality that we're currently seeing. So I think he's dangerous. I think if he gets back in the White House, he will literally not leave the White House.
This was Trump's first time in Iowa since last fall.